From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now a seventh-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 23, here's second down and 5. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now second and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find Gray here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now for Patrick Mahomes and these Chiefs, they're trying to become the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champs since the Patriots in the 03-04 seasons. So we're going on 20 years here. What kind of chances do you give the Chiefs of pulling it off?
Well, traditionally, we know how difficult those chances are. Heck, we can't get a repeat winner in the NFC East, so you know it's tough in the NFL to go back-to-back, let alone win a Super Bowl. But here's the thing about this team. Culture, a word we use almost too often, is really ingrained in a positive way in Kansas City. Not only do they believe, but they've got a heck of a roster, too.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Patrick going to change the play. On third and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Hit 19 Lions.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They go play fake. Mahomes. It'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the ready.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This ball deep for Tony.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 57, 57. 15, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
66 yards.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Detroit.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
This to Laporta, right side.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Pacheco once again, and he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Mahomes takes it himself.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pace, let's go! Ready?
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Yellow. My God.
give right side for Pacheco.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22.
That's good.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now here's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line.
What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him at the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. This one swung out to Montgomery.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Yellow!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man right side is St. Brown. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Come on.
The third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll drop to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it is 42-0.
Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
and oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41.
At their own 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Anthony Schwartz.
59 yards.
And the Lions get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Isabella now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 50.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Yellow. 15, 15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope.
Yellow.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 9. Mahomes going to change things up.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now it's Mahomes again.
And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
There he goes, right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Gibbs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And some room to work.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there for KC. 52 yards. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't it? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 7.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now 2nd and 9. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alex Anzalone providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, rip it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much
you